Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this opportunity, we are going to present a study by Dedi Kusnadi, Zaenurdin, Iwan Kurniawan, and Agung Jaelani with the title A Correlation Study Between Vocabulary Mastery and Writing Skill.
The background of this study is that since vocabulary is an essential component in second or foreign language learning because it is needed for expressing meaning and conveying thoughts through both receptive and productive skills. Mehring 2005, Carpenter and Olson 2011. On the other hand, mastering vocabulary is important to increase the other skills because vocabulary is the main component in second language acquisition. Faraj, 2015 in 10, Sadid in Andriani, Desi and Farah Sriwayuningsih, 2019, stated that vocabulary is an essential part of language and it used as knowledge measures of the students. It means that vocabulary as a measurement of students' language ability. Writing activity is meant to deliver a message from the writer to the reader. In writing activity, a student should be able to utilize graphology, grammatical structure, and vocabulary. Jarvis 2000 emphasizes that many students do not enjoy writing because they feel that if they cannot do it correctly at the first time, then they will never get it. Besides that, since the subject of the research is still in the school, so the researchers consider writing in English will make the student easier in writing the paragraph. Urquhart and Mike Ivor, 2005, in 5 to 6, state that writing is a recursive process, which means students revise throughout the process, frequently moving back and forth among the stages. Therefore, this study aims to know the relation between vocabulary mastery and student writing skill by answering the following question. What is the relationship between students' vocabulary mastery and their writing skill? We, as the researchers, have two hypotheses. There are null hypothesis. There is no significant correlation between students' vocabulary mastery and their writing skill. And alternative hypothesis. There is significant correlation between students' vocabulary mastery and their writing skill.
The design of the research we use is quantitative correlation approach, and the participants were the students of V4 2017 class of IKIP Siliwangi. In total, 30 students was following this research. We use the test instrument to determine the vocabulary master and their writing skill. And the data were statistically analyzed using SPSS and Microsoft Excel.
As you can see on the screen, this is the table of the score of each student test result. Furthermore, the result of the writing skill is written on the table Y. The result of the test are calculated by the Pearson product moment correlation formula, and the result we got is 0.60. After it calculated, it is compared with the score of R table or RT with degrees of significance 5% and 1% as follows. DF is for degree of freedom, N is for number of cases, and the NR is for number of research variable. This finding indicates that the RxY score is 0.607 and the DF score is 28. Then, the RxY score is compared to the 5% significance degree, which indicates that the RT score obtained is 0.361, with the DF is 28. So, the RxY is bigger than the RT. In the meantime, when the RXY score is compared to the 1% degree of significance, it reveals that the RT score obtained with the F is 28 is 0.463. In conclusion, it contrasts with the R-table ranking. The coefficient correlation score of both degrees of significance is higher, indicating that alternative hypothesis is accepted and null hypothesis is rejected. In other words, there is an important link between the vocabulary mastery of students and their ability to write. This suggests that the more words they learn, the greater their ability to write.
Therefore, we recommend that take the following course of action. For the teacher, may become a comparative study in teaching vocabulary and writing. Teacher can use this research for instructional materials and also find an interesting, useful and effective method in teaching vocabulary and writing. For the education authorities, it will help in the teaching learning process to increase their students' vocabulary mastery and writing skill. Enjoying, interesting, and fun learning vocabulary and writing, having collaborative skill, group participation, creative thinking, leadership skill, self-assessment, and reflection skill. And last but not least, for the future research, as a reference for the learning process, especially in vocabulary mastery and writing skill, to know the comparison method through teacher and student improvement in writing skill.
These are the references we use for this study. Thank you for watching. See you next time, inshallah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.